And what up to all you British soccer fans? And it's your boy Mackie Jackson, the American soccer fan. And today we're going to talk about the Black Country Derby. That is right, between the Wolverhampton Wanderers and the West Birmingham Baggiebirds. Now, before we get going, we need to ensure that we're not going to talk about the third team in this derby, the Walsall Wallabies, because we're going to talk about what really matters in soccer. And I'm sorry, Walsall, y'all don't matter. Now, the Wolverhampton Wanderers are like one of those hardcore soccer fan bases that sing a lot of songs about like boxing and fighting, and here's our anthem right now. Also, you should know that the Wolverhampton Wanderers are like really fond of Mackie Jackson, myself, and I'm really proud of that, and that's why I absolutely love the Wolves. Mackie Jackson is a wolf, is a wolf, is a wolf. Mackie Jackson is a wolf, he hangs out with Yucky, yucky, get some, yucky, get some, yucky, yucky, get some, yucky. The West Birmingham Baggiebirds, on the other hand, they're a really strange soccer team because they sing songs like their chants start with Baggiebirds, Baggiebirds, we are Baggiebirds, say we are Baggiebirds. We are Baggiebirds, say we are Baggiebirds. Yes, we are, 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 yes. And after every time they score a soccer field goal, for whatever reason, they like to go bingo, 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 bingo. Bye, 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 bye. If we look at the history of the Black Country Derby, these two teams basically formed during the Industrial Revolutionization. That was a war between the manufacturing companies of the United British Kingdom, and the West Birmingham Baggiebirds basically came from a company called the George Salter Spring Works, which basically made weighing scales for kitchenware, which is not really that important, of course. But the Wolverhampton Wanderers, their story is a little bit different. It was between two students at a church, basically, that was also a school, John Baton and John Brody. They were given a soccer ball by their headmasters called Harry Bradcroft, and they basically formed with the local Major League Baseball team, which in the United British Kingdom means cricket. And from there, they basically formed the Wolverhampton Wanderers. So these two soccer franchises, they were two of the many founding members of the FA Soccer League back in 1888. And these two teams met in a couple of FA Soccer Cup games where the West Birmingham Baggiebirds came up victorious. Whoop-de-doo. Bingo, 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 bingo. So let's look at the post-World War II era when Grandpa Jackson was fighting in the South Pacific. And the Baggiebirds and the Wolves were basically the two top soccer teams in the FA Soccer League. And most interestingly was the EPL Premier League in 1953-1954, where the Baggiebirds were basically top of the league for the majority of the season, but then the Wolverhampton Wanderers basically overtook them. Let's move forward to the 90s and the 2000s era, because here's where it gets really, really spicy in the Black Country Derby, where they try to stop having this soccer fixture at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because hooliganism was a huge problem. Now, during the 2002 season of the EPL, basically the Wolves and the Baggiebirds went head-to-head. The Baggiebirds somehow made it in the top two, got automatic promotion to the EPL Major League, while the Wolves lost in the playoffs against the Norwich Canary Island Parakeets, and this caused all sorts of problems. So basically, the 2001-2002 EPL Championship season really set the mark for the beginning when there was like 5 seasons without a meeting between the Baggiebirds and the Wolverhampton Wanderers. Moving forward to the 2002-2003 EPL Major League season, well, Baggiebirds, they got relegated. They just finished above the Wonderland Pussycats of Underwearside. As for the Wolves, they got promoted that season. So let's move forward to the 2003-04 regular season. For the Baggiebirds, they lost to the Walsall Wallabies. Yeah, I know that Black Country soccer team that nobody really cares about. They lost 4 field goals to 1. However, at the end of that season, Walsall, thinking that they're going up to the EPL Premier League Major League, they got relegated to EPL League Minor 1. Baggiebirds got promoted back to the EPL Major League Soccer. Unfortunately, Wolverhampton Wanderers got relegated back to EPL Championship. Now let's move to modern-day soccer, basically. And the last time the Black Country Derby met was when the West Birmingham Baggiebirds went to the Molinex and scored 5 field goals to 1, thus leaving with the largest victory in modern-day times. Now, a lot of West Birmingham Baggiebirds are going to talk about statisticals. They're going to be like, oh, American soccer fan, we know you don't like us and we don't like you. And we're just going to let you know that out of the Black Country Derby, we've beaten Wolves 64 times, they've only beaten us 53 times, and we've tied 43 times. Well, West Birmingham Baggiebirds, that is all fine and dandy. And to finish this documentary off, I'm going to say congratulations for yesterday beating the Queens Park Power Rangers 7 field goals to 1. You know what that means? After every time you scored a soccer goal, y'all went bingo, 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 bingo. Well, thank you to all you British soccer fans who watched the soccer documentary. Again, it's me, Mackie Jackson, the American soccer fan. And if you've got any ideas on a soccer documentary, whether you're a fan of the Plymouth Argyle Super Saki Cornish Passy Eaters, or the Ipswich Town Blue Canaries, or even the Portsmouth Warriors, just send me an email and I'll make the documentary. For now, you know how it goes. It's American soccer fan. It's all out.